Hello everyone, welcome to Pit Maxwell YouTube channel. Today we're going to discuss the data logging feature of our ramp and sort controller. The data logging is a very important feature for customers, heating process. It gives the possibility for customer to know what happens to their oven or furnace in the past. So this is the welcome page or home page you will see right after power on, and tap on enter system. You can go to the primary display of the controller and then tap on the menu. You go to the navigation section of the device, and here you can see the historical data. This is the portal where you can go to the data logging section of this device. Tap on the historical data, and this is the data logging interface. So we're going to go through each and every section of this interface. This is the time stamp. For example, now it is December 3rd and 4:14 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so the controller can basically can record 4 different values: PV for process value, SV for setting value, and recipe. And here it can record the maximum temperature of different recipe. Say if you have a recipe with the maximum temperature at 500 degrees, means the temperature goes up to 500 degrees at some point, and 500 degree is the maximum temperature for that specific recipe, and that value will be recorded here. And this is the output value from 0% to 10%. And over here you can choose to record what kind of value: process value, set value, recipe, and output. If you tick or untick, if you untick the option, it will not record. For example, if you untick the process value, it will not record the process value. If I want to record the process value, I can tick at the specific position. Okay, let's go to the left corner of the interface. Here, if you tap on it, you can see the time interval. Now it is 4:24 in the afternoon. What if I want to see the data from 2 days ago? Then I can put the time, the starting time and end time here. Now it's December 3rd. If I want to see the data 2 days ago, that would be December 1st. So starting time is December 1st, 8 o'clock in the morning, for example, 8 to December 1st, let's say 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Now it shows me all the data recorded 2 days ago, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you see that? So the controller started to record values at the 11:31:22 seconds in the morning, which means it only started to work at 11 o'clock. So this gives you this section gives you the possibility to check the data being recorded like 1 week ago. So this is pretty useful feature. The second option is also an option which allows you to see the data recorded in the past, but it is for the most recent time. Let's say if I put 60 minutes here, then it will show me the data recorded 60 minutes in the past. For example, now it's 4:26 in the afternoon. If I put 60 minutes here, it's gonna show me the data from 3:26 to 4:26. If I put 120 minutes here, it will show me the data from 2:26 to 4:26. That would be 2 hours. So it kind of gives you a choice if you want to see the data which has been recorded not very far away from us. Let's say 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes. Okay, the third option, the third icon is export. If a lot of customers want to export the data to local disk, let's say a flash disk, then you can insert the USB flash disk to the USB port at the bottom of the controller. And if you tap on this icon, the data will be exported to your local disk. Or if you do it on the PC, the data can be exported to your PC as well. I just export the data. You can see it will be presented in Excel file. Okay, and this is a refresh button. You can click the refresh button so that the controller can pull up the most recent data. Because the controller will record the data every 2 minutes. You can see 24, 26, 28, but sometimes it takes some time for the data to be reflected on the controller. So when that happens, you can press the refresh button. And over here, if you want to click clear the data, means remove the data, you can clear the data. But of course you will need some password to do that, just in case somebody removed the data by accident. So this is password protected. Over here you have operation records, what kind of operation you did on the controller. It all recorded here. And alarm is a very critical, alarm is considered as a critical situation in a lot of application. Whenever you see an alarm or hear the buzzer being triggered by the alarm, means the end user or operator on the side have to do something to clear the alarm. Now you can, over here you can see the history of what kind of at at which point the alarm was triggered, and what kind of action has been taken, etc. Another significant feature is historical curve. The controller will generate a curve based on the time span and the value of the temperature, and you can also check the curve, let's say 2 days ago. So if I want to check the curve, let's say last week, you can put the date of last week here and press the query, and that will give you the curve recorded from last week.